Hey, welcome everyone. So in this video, I'm sharing with you the personal peace procedure, which is another EFT technique, and it is used to heal our past. We are all walking around with all kinds of old, unresolved emotional wounds, hurts, angers, guilts, shame, resentments, jealousies, and all the past upsetting incidents that have happened to us in our lives. And as we move forward with it into our every new day, we carry this weight, this excess emotional baggage with us, and, you know, these unresolved specific incidents from our lives, they continue to impact us in the decisions we make today, in the choices that we make today without even realizing it. And all this heavy baggage, it weighs down on our body systems, it overloads your system, it depletes your immunity, and over time creates a lot of illnesses, physical disease, and chronic pain. And so it's really important that we heal this past baggage, release and offload it so that we can step into each day free of the past burdens and the baggage, and free to make choices that allow us to tap into different possibilities and opportunities, be our best selves, heal our relationships, and just move forward with more peace and clarity. So, how do you go about doing that? So, the personal peace procedure, number one, to begin this healing journey, it's important, and it's my tip, is to get yourself a little book, a little journal, right? To kind of, it's your personal peace journal. And so that's the first thing you do. Number two is, whatever your age is up till now, right? Supposing you're 40 years old, write down, take some time to reflect and write down at least 50 incidents from these 40 years of your life, right from your childhood, from your school days, from your university days, from your working days, married, children, uh, all the incidents that bothered you, that upset you, with your parents, with your teachers, with your, friends in school, whatever incidents come up, write down at least 50 incidents from the past that when you think about it, upsets you. Okay? So that's number two. Write down all the incidents, 50 incidents from your past. Now remember, the thing about these writing these incidents is, number one, they are specific incidents. Here's an example. Um, Anger with dad is not a specific incident. Okay? Why? Because you've been angry with dad for many instances, many incidents. So now you got to have a specific incident that upset you with dad. For example, I came home from school, high school. When I was in high school, I came home one day. I was making myself a sandwich in the kitchen, and I had a fight with dad. So that's one incident. Another incident is, I was in school and my music teacher made fun of me in front of the whole school. And that's another incident. Another incident is, I got a dog jumped at me, and I got extremely scared, right? Maybe I thought it was going to bite me, and I still feel this fear of dogs. So write that incident, the dog jumped incident, and so on and so forth. You're going to make a list of all the incidents. Now, there's different ways to go about it. So first is, be specific. It's not a general incident. It's a specific incident that happened. Number two is how to go about making this. You can just think of random 50 incidents. Some people break up their life. So supposing you're 40 years old, you go 0 to 10. What happened in that age group from 0 years to 10 years of age, from 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, and so on. That's another way of collecting this data, okay? This uh, unresolved, specific, emotionally upsetting incidents. I, wrote a book, Instant Pain Relief, that is about to come out. And in that, I share with you my process and exactly how I went about doing it. And what I did was I broke up my life into different phases. So there was the pre boarding school phase, the childhood phase, then the boarding school years from 6 to 15, high school years in the international school here in Thailand, and university, and work life, and then married life, and then life with children, all the way up till whatever age I was, right? So that's how I broke up. Not broke up, but I divided my life into different phases and then picked incidents that upset me from that phase of my life. So it was easy to gather the data. Whatever works for you, follow that. These are just some examples. So you have a journal, you pick specific incidents, right, from your life, 50 to begin with. And then each incident, you give it a little movie title. That's the third part of the personal peace procedure is you give each incident a movie title. So for example, going back to the examples, so you came back, you were in high school, you came back home, you were making some sandwich for yourself, and you had a fight with dad. So you can give that movie title, Kitchen Fight with Dad. Then the dog incident where a dog jumped at you. So just write, the dog jumped, the fear of dog jumping or something like that. And so you go on, whatever title works for you, give that a little short 2-phrase, 3-phrase title and title all the movies that you've got listed. Okay. So all the incidents, you've got the name of the titles of the movies, and then each movie title on a scale of 0 to 10, how intense does this feel when you think about it? So, fight with dad, the intensity on a 0 to 10 scale. Maybe it's a 4. It's been, 2 decades since that happened. The dog jumping, maybe it's 7 because I'm still scared of dogs, and so on. So you go and give each movie title an intensity number from 0 to 10. 10 is it really, really bothers me. 0, no, it's not upsetting me at all. And now that you've collected all this data and have the intensity, pick one movie to work on. I'm going to pick Kitchen Fight with Dad. You pick an incident, a movie title, and then what we're going to do is we're going to tap using the EFT tapping technique. And here's how we're going to do it. So we're going to say, so pick your incident, pick your movie. You can pause the video and come back to this, okay? So once you have your list, then come back to the tapping. And if you're ready, then let's begin. Even though I have this movie, please state your movie here. I'm going to say Kitchen Fight with Dad. I deeply, completely love, forgive, and accept myself. Even though I have this movie, please state your movie. I'm going to say Kitchen Fight with Dad. I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. Even though I have this movie, Kitchen Fight with Dad. I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. Okay, now we're going to tap through the other points. I'm assuming you know EFT tapping. If you don't, you'll have to check out the videos on how to tap. So all we're going to do is tap through the points and just say the name of this movie. This movie. Please give your movie name. Kitchen Fight with Dad. This movie. 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 Kitchen fight with dad. Take a deep breath in. All right. So the movie title that you picked up, on a scale of 0 to 10, you had a number. Now tune into that. Close your eyes. Think of the kitchen fight with dad. What happened? You entered the kitchen. Something happened, upset you. And now what's your number when you think about it? Some of you, the intensity may go up. Okay, that's fine. That means something's coming up that you didn't see in the movie before. Some aspect of the movie, maybe the tone in the person's voice or what they're saying or the expressions on their face, right? It's okay. So notice what the intensity is, and if it's gone down, that's fine. Notice what this new intensity is. And if it's not a 0, then we continue the tapping. So all we do is we say, even though I still have some intensity about this movie, I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. Even though I still have some intensity about this movie, ... fill in the blanks, whatever your movie is, I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. Even though I have this movie and I still have some intensity about it, I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. And again, tapping through the points. So we're just going to address the remaining intensity, this remaining intensity about this movie. You can state the name of your movie. This remaining intensity about this movie. This remaining intensity about this movie. Tune into that movie. This remaining intensity about the movie. This remaining intensity I still feel about this movie. This remaining intensity as I think about this movie. This remaining intensity as I watch this movie in my mind. All this remaining intensity in this movie. And take a deep breath in. Watch that movie in your mind, whatever the movie was, and notice what's your intensity now. Now the idea is to repeat this until the intensity is close to a 0, a 1, or a 0. Okay? And when you're done with this movie, right, if you still have some intensity, go back and just tap. Even though I still have some more of this intensity about this movie, I deeply, completely accept myself. More remaining intensity about this movie, more remaining intensity about this movie, more remaining intensity about this movie, and just go do the rounds and get it down to a 0 or a 1. Okay, so that, and you can test it, so you can watch it again in detail in your mind up close and see exactly what happened. And if you're feeling okay, or you just see it differently, maybe you have a different perspective, it's not bothering you anymore, it's a little bit distant, it doesn't stir up any emotional charge inside, you're done with the movie and you move on to the next movie. So that's what it is. Number 1, get a journal. Number 2, list all the incidents in your life, whatever your age is up to this point. Number 3 is title each incident as a movie. Tap on it like we just did. And as you chop down this emotional baggage, this load that you've been carrying in your subconscious mind, right? As you begin to clear it movie by movie, imagine, what if you did 1 movie per day for the next 30 days? Just 1 movie. You would have cleared 30 movies, which is 30 heavy trees in your emotional forest, in your emotional baggage, right? You've offloaded those, and you will start to see you feel better, you feel clearer, you don't get so upset easily, you're not so easily triggered. You feel that your level of patience is much more in a relationship that was really triggering you. Um, you feel clarity, you feel a little bit more confident making decisions. And so what happens is that as you start clearing and offloading this heavy baggage, you start to feel better. Your body has offloaded all this weight. So your body does well health wise, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. You begin to feel connected with yourself. You feel better. You feel more confident as you go about. And as you do this process, I have a 90-day personal peace program that that clients go through. And by 90 days, we've cleared so much. It's like completely detox your life. And you don't have to join the program. You can just do this for a period of 3 months, right? And you'll see that you feel it's transformational. You make peace with your past. You make peace with relationships that are dear to you, but that had some, friction in them. Your body feels better in every area of your life. You feel better, and you are able to live your present, not, limited by the past experiences. So, for example, if you had an issue with the dog, and maybe you're married and your family wants to have to bring in a dog, to buy a dog, you've made peace with that incident where a dog jumped at you and barked at you or whatever, and now you can, you don't have a conflict, so you're okay with it. So your present moment choices, decisions are totally different when you've made peace with your past. You can tap into all kinds of opportunities, possibilities, and feel confident and clear minded moving forward. That means you're more productive, more effective in all areas of your life. So that's the personal peace procedure, and that's how you make peace with the past using this process. I hope you find it helpful, and if you have any questions, reach out to me or comment below. Thanks.